When U Arts is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When U Arts is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When faculty are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When students are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When staff are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When art is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When design is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When film is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When dance is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When theater is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When music is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When writing is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When art education is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When art therapy is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When U Arts is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
Hello, everybody. My name is Daniel Pietricolin, and I am the president of the United Academics of Philadelphia. And I am here for the same reason you are here, because we love this community, and because we deserve transparency and accountability and justice, and we deserve to immediately begin impact bargaining. Yeah. And if there are any If there are any discussions of mergers happening, we deserve faculty, staff, and student voices to be a part of them. This has been a week of grief and frustration, and we're about to hear from local elected leaders, faculty, staff, students, and our national president, and they are going to share with you a bunch of righteous indignation that we all deserve to feel right now. But I wanted to start and try and just take a moment for us to all recognize how beautiful this is, how beautiful you all are. Yeah. I've been told this is the oldest building on Broad Street, and it is bruised with your art right now. All week, I've gotten to witness faculty and staff and students put into action all of the traits that you have learned and nurtured and cultivated in this place. Your bottomless creativity, your keen intelligence, your fierce compassion, and your unwavering resilience, but most of all, your profound generosity and care for one another. I don't think I've ever been more proud to be a part of this community than right now. Our first speaker today is one of our city's fiercest labor advocates and has been particularly supportive of the University of the Arts all the way back to when we organized in 2020 through our first contract campaign and our second first contract campaign. And now during this wholly unacceptable closure, Representative Ben Waxman.
Thank you. It's my first rally. Thank you.
I'm so sorry.
My name is State Representative Ben Waxman. I represent the 182nd District. It is an honor to be here today with you, with workers, with faculty, with staff, with students, standing together to say that this is outrageous. That this is outrageous, and what has happened here should not be allowed to stand the way that people are being treated, the people affiliated with this university. We should not allow it to happen to the people here right now. We should not allow it to happen to anybody else ever again. I am relatively new. I've been in office for basically a year and a half. And during that time, I was proudly engaged with the University of the Arts to support the institution, the only major higher education institution in my entire district, okay? During that time, I worked with them to provide support for numerous projects, grants, state funding. At no time did this administration ever even so much as even mention the idea that the school had financial problems that could lead it to close in a week. It is outrageous. The final thing that I just want to say, and again, it's such an honor to be here with all of you and with the other people who are here to support, is that, and I think you know this, you are not alone. This is something that we can't let stand, because if they can do it to us here, they can do it to the hosts, anybody. So when we're fighting today, you are not just fighting for yourselves, you're fighting for people that you don't even know, who years from now will benefit from this struggle to make sure that no one is treated this way ever, ever again. So thank you for having me, and it's great to be here, and so thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Ben. All right. Our next speaker was the first office to reach out to us when this went down on Friday, and despite being outnumbered and overwhelmed by a house full of children, hopped on a Zoom with us on Sunday. State Senator Nikhil Sabal, I've lost count of how many times you walked up broad to join the faculty and staff here to demonstrate, but I've never lost any of my gratitude. So please, everyone, welcome State Senator Nikhil Sabal.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Nikhil Sabal. It is my honor to represent the 1st senatorial district which we are in. I share with Representative Waxman the privilege and honor of representing all of you and this beautiful institution and this beautiful group of people. Thank you. Thank you for standing up for higher education, for the arts. I am an elected official, but here today I'm a writer. I edited a literary magazine. I stand with you as a cultural worker, as someone who works in the arts, and so there is no place I could feel more at home right now. So thank you also for providing a home for me and for so many artists, writers, musicians, workers in the culture industry. It is incredible what you have done and what you are doing, and I'm heartbroken and outraged at what has happened. With Representative Waxman, I want to say that we stand with you, and we will ensure, with the full force of everything we can marshal with the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, that whatever happens, no matter who is involved, that we ensure that faculty, staff, and students are put first in every negotiation, in every conversation, in everything that happens. I want to say that we hear a lot about how there is a crisis in higher education, and that this is an instance of that crisis, and I want to reject that right now. Yes, there is a crisis, but it is a political crisis. It is a manufactured crisis. This is not some inevitable drift of history. There are people behind this, and those people need to be held accountable. And we will work to hold them accountable now, tomorrow, in the future. We will fight for legislation. We will fight for action to change this forever. We can change the future of higher education. We, us, here together, us in this Commonwealth, us because we are the future. We understand the university. You, the faculty, staff, and students. They didn't put you first. They need to put you first now and forever at every institution, so that we control our destinies and we control the future of higher education and arts in this city. thank you again. Thank you for all that you've produced, the art that teaches us what it is to be human in this city, that teaches us how we ought to live, who we ought to be, what futures we have, what possibilities we can imagine. Our imaginations here in this place are so much larger than those of the pinched, narrow, constrained people who put us in this place, and we will put them in their place, and we will chart a better future for this avenue, for this institution, and for this city. Thank you.
Thank you, State Senator Saval. Oh yeah, okay. Our next speaker is a recent graduate of the University of the Arts. Woo. And her actions and words this week alone are testament to the kind of education that this institution can produce. On Wednesday, we held a march from this very building down to 15th and Market, where Board Chair Judd Aaron, where his offices are, and a few of us gave impromptu words. I stumbled through a well-intentioned speech that was bad, and then Brenna got up and just absolutely put us to shame with her eloquence, her articulation, her incredible speaking prowess. So, Brenna Patzer.
Forgive me for referencing my phone. I have been trying to gather all of the words possible this week, and I still have more, so I tried to organize them the best that I could. A few days ago, I stood on the steps of Hamilton, holding signs, drawing with chalk, and using my voice until it gave out alongside many of my courageous peers. On the second day of demonstrations, I wore a light blue jumpsuit, the same one I wore for my UArts audition 4 years ago when I was here for pre-college, about to enter my senior year of high school. The cloth once enveloped a starry-eyed girl who could not wait to learn to become a professional actress at the institution of her dreams. Tuesday, it surrounded the body of a graduated senior who anticipated this time to be for rest and relaxation, but now finds herself physically exhausted, begging for answers to no avail from the people she thought were protecting her. After the demonstrations, that jumpsuit now has chalk, marker, and sweat stains on it. I can wash those away. What I cannot wash away is the immovable history and woven tapestry of my life and my artistry that lives in the fabric and had been laced into the threading. The same goes for this school and for our continuous fight. Our administration and those who have failed us will be stained by their actions forever. Despite how hard they may try to scrub the internet and media clean of student and faculty interviews and accounts, our voices will always echo. Whether they enlist professional cleaning crews or let the rain wash away our mark on the school's architecture, our sentiment and expression will find a permanent home in the cement and soil of the city. May those responsible for ripping so many futures away never know the gift of a clean conscience. The damage they have perpetuated and the ruin they leave will have an overwhelmingly immovable permanence, never to be washed away. The only bright part of this entire ordeal is something that has been explicitly clear for years and years now. The resilience, love, and unwavering passion to create found within this community. The students and faculty have bonded together in a way that is rare to find. Additionally, the amount of artists and patrons of the art living in Philadelphia that have come out to support our causes, to offer words and actions of support, and help collect resources is something I cannot adequately express my gratefulness for. This is the epitome of the human artistic spirit. Lastly, I'd like to leave you with a quote, and try not to cry, I gave in one of the many press interviews I've engaged in over the past few days. Most people regard unicorns as something found in a silly children's tale, a fabled creature that does not leave the pages of folklore. To that I say, we are here, and we will be here always, real and immortal and infinite. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brenna. Thank you so much, Brenna. Our next speaker is an accomplished musician, a dedicated coach, accompanist, and an invaluable member of the staff bargaining team here at the University of the Arts, Charis Duke.
My name is Charis Duke, and I'm a coach accompanist at the University of the Arts. Colleagues, students, friends, today we stand on hallowed ground. It has not been hallowed by the feet of administrators who trod these steps, but by the blood, sweat, and tears shed by our students who have, day in and day out, stood on these steps demanding answers. Have we received any answers? No! The president quit. The board of directors is silent. Judd, Aaron, you are an alum. You're one of us. We call upon you to stand up and do your job. Talk to us. We have learned this week that there are giants in the sky. There are wolves in the woods. But we have also learned and have shown to everyone who is watching that no one stands alone, truly. And we've heard the whispers of the naysayers. We've read the comments that UArts ought to close, that no one should receive an art degree these days because it's a waste of time and money. To those people we say, attention must be paid. We say, there are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt of in your philosophy. We say, kiss us goodbye, we're defying gravity, and you won't hold us down. As a member of the staff, I put in long hours for very little money and no benefits. And now, to be treated with such contempt and disregard by the administration and the board is truly the final insult. And yet, if I were asked, I would do it all over again. And here's why. Here's what the naysayers don't know. Here's what the board and Carrie Walk and David Yeager can never understand. That every creative act is an act of love. And if UArts stands or falls, the art and the love that was nurtured here will flow down these hallowed steps into the streets and fill the city of Philadelphia. It will flow into the streams and the oceans. It will flow into every clime and culture and people until it fills the world. This is our future. This is our destiny. There's a million things we haven't done. Just you wait. Just you wait.
Woo. Yeah. Thank you, Charis. Okay. All right. Our next speaker is one of the most beloved faculty members on campus. He's a champion of students. He's a dedicated union activist, and his name is Alan Radway.
Hey, UArts! I came down here thinking I had said everything I had to say over the last 3 years as we argued to get our first faculty contract in place. But I was wrong. I wanted to bring nothing but gratitude and joy today. And then I saw the tears of my students. I saw the broken hearts of fellow alums. And I saw the heart ripped out of faculty and staff who have not had the time to mourn as they've been closing up shop. There's been zero transparency from our leadership for something that was absolutely predictable, something they saw coming for years and did nothing to reach out to their strongest voices in this community for help. I'm furious. My emotions are rising to reach my voice now with yours, and I'm saying don't lose it. It does not end with the closure. While you still have a voice, voices that this institution helped us find, use it. We need transparency now. Transparency? Now! Transparency? Now! While there is still a voice and there is still love between us, there is life, and while there's life, there's still a fight. Transparency.
Now!
Thank you, Alan. Oh, I'm so excited for our next speaker. Laura Fraser is a celebrated artist, a fiercely compassionate union leader, and as of just a few weeks ago, an award-winning teacher at this institution. She's also just one of the coolest people I've ever met. If anyone's ever been in a meeting with Laura, you'll be familiar with the phenomenon of her quietly and actively listening for 50 minutes before nonchalantly offering the most intelligent, salient, and emotionally attuned insight in the room. We're all so lucky to be a captive audience when Laura has the floor.
Okay, sorry.
Hell yeah, Laura!
Okay. Hi, you arts. Okay. My name is Laura Fraser, and I am an associate professor. That's the first time I've stated that because I just got my promotion a month ago. And I am also the coordinator of sculpture and crafts. At least for a few more minutes. I was also on the bargaining table team, and I'm also a union delegate. Thank you to the union for supporting us at this time. Where would we be if we did not have the union to negotiate our closing? Thank you. Daniel, Bradley, Zoe, and Sam. Okay. I've got... I'm getting better. Okay. I've got three sections to my statement. The first is history, specifically my history with this institution, but I know many others of you have had a similar trajectory. In 1982, I came here as a freshman, graduated in 1986 with a BFA with honors in sculpture. That was the year we became the University of the Arts. My experience here was transformational. I was the first in my family to attend college, although my mother and my sister followed suit afterwards. My first teaching job was here in sculpture in 1996, where I taught human anatomy. Over the next 18 years, I taught as an adjunct at 8 different institutions on 2 continents, including UArts. In 2016, I survived a national search to land my first full-time position at UArts, and that brings us to the present moment. There is a span of 42 years in this paragraph. This is a common experience here in the crowd. Many of our faculty have graduated from this institution. I don't have my glasses on. I thought it was tears. Okay. This is a common experience here in the crowd. Many of our faculty have graduated from this institution. We are the children of this institution. Who have carried on the skills, the craft, the pedagogy, the philosophy, the DNA, the legacy of UArts. And to the students here today, now you will all do the same. To our faculty and our staff, the outpouring of words and deep appreciation and deep affection from our students to you this past week, their heartfelt expressions of what this place means to them reflects on your dedication and your commitment to the university's mission, to this teaching institution, to this place of learning and joyful creativity. One more UArts connection in my life. I met my husband here. We team taught foundation, time motion in the foundation department. Mike Rossman thought we would make a good team. Thank you, Mark Campbell, for teaching me so much, especially about teaching. Okay, this is my second section. You've heard this week. Things happen for a reason. This is said to communicate beautiful and earnest feelings of a rising up and becoming better from adversity. And I respect that sentiment. I'm going to use it in a different way. Things happen for a reason, yes. The reason that our school is closing and that our beautiful community is dispersing and our creative ecosystem is decimated lands at the feet of our Board of Trustees. And the previous administration of President Emeritus David Yeager. Chair of the board, Judson Aaron and Bill Gass pleaded with the Faculty Council not to hold a vote of no confidence against President Yeager because it would hurt the university's reputation. The ever-patient and restrained faculty voted to send a letter to the board instead. Here are some bullet points from a list of concerns from the faculty. President Yeager does not have the temperament for the job. He's corporate, ruthless, created a culture of fear, poor manager, not respectful, not a good communicator, no vision, no transparency. In his treatment of faculty, he used humiliation, demoralization, devaluing, and intimidation. He focused power in the president's office, moved the wealth to the top, and siloed faculty, students, and curriculum. And yet, the board said that they were 100% in support of David Yeager. David Yeager should have been conservative, protecting our university from the effects of COVID and other external challenges. Instead, he pursued ego-driven, resume-building capital investments. And what about that capital campaign, $67.2 million? Where are those gifts and monies that did not come through? Where's the money? At times like this, it's okay to be angry. So let's be perfectly clear. President Emeritus David Yeager was a belligerent authoritarian who disregarded our students' needs, disrespected our faculty and staff, and bankrupted our school. Yes. And the board was 100% behind him. Okay, this is the last section, and this is for students, and there's a little, you know, that V that's on its side with a 3 next to my students. Okay. UArts students are different. I've taught at 8 other institutions, 2 in China, and they are different from the rest. There's a reason that so many faculty and staff love this school. It's because of you. I was moved when I heard that some of you slept on the steps. It felt so right, and you made me so proud of you. You are eccentric, curious, funny, confounding, warm, and generous. Okay. I was so looking forward to working elbow to elbow in the shops and studios with my sculpture and thesis students in the years to come. They have taken our collective future away, and I will never forgive them for that. Kevin Mercer, in illustration, tells his students that they are stuck with him. I know that this is true with everyone here. We are connected and will continue to be in some way, and we will make the best of it. This is my last part. In response to a student's beautiful note, I said that it was the kind of note that I would keep and read, especially if I was feeling like I wanted to be connected to a meaningful aspect of my life. I love you all, and good luck. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Laura. Our final speaker today is the fiercest education advocate in the world. Yeah, woo. She's equally dynamic and passionate in a classroom setting, or a Senate hearing setting, or out here on the streets with us today. And we are incredibly lucky that she is fighting alongside us. Randi Weingarten.
So it would have been nice if the board of directors had 1/1000th of the support that we are getting on the streets. After all, they take an oath of fiduciary obligation to this university and to you, and they totally, completely abrogated it in every single way. I am trying not to curse, because this is total bullshit. Sorry, you know, I am a high school social studies teacher. But the reason I say that this is total bullshit is that days after the graduation, all of a sudden, like magic, Middle States or whatever the accrediting agent said, oh, we're not accrediting. Every sentient institution that believes in its mission would immediately have pulled people together and have said, how can we fight it? What can we do with this city? What can we do with the union? What can we do to fight it, given what the legacy of Universal Arts is, who the faculty are, who the students are, who this university is to this city? Any normal entity that runs a university would immediately have pulled people together. So, the fact that the only immediate action was the rush to closure means that something really rotten is going on now. Art is key to society. This university pulls in and graduates first-generation Americans to engage in the arts, which are key to society and democracy. So look, I may be one of those unicorns that you were talking about, or maybe just a wild-eyed optimist. But I, as your national union leader, ain't giving up. We are doing what you would expect a badass national union to do. It's Friday, right? I can... Obviously, there are some laws nationally in private institutions, like filing a Warren Act case and doing other things and seeing who in the government is going to investigate what is very fishy financial transactions. We will do all of these things, as you expect your union to do. But this is what I am asking you to do. Hope is as important as art. Hope is an important currency in the fight for humanity, in the fight for dignity. They rush to close this because they are rushing to stop anyone from having hope or anyone from having a fight. So I am asking you, as we are working with the people in political office, as we are working with the people in national office, I am asking you, do not lose hope. What you have created here is majestic. What you have created here is what society needs. And we are going to do everything we can to find the fraud, to find out what is going on, and to do what we can to make sure the students and the artists and the faculty have the futures that you had a few weeks ago. Thank you. When U Arts is under attack, what do we do? When U Arts is under attack, what do we do? When U Arts is under attack, what do we do? When U Arts is under attack, what do we do? When students are under attack, what do we do? When faculty are under attack, what do we do? When staff is under attack, what do we do? When education is under attack, what do we do? When hope is under attack, what do we do?
one was to hear all these fantastic people speak. The second one is to take the final big shot. I'm handing it over to Chris Robertson to lead us through that process.
Hi, everyone. We're going to be taking the final big shot. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to condense everybody.